Asshole podcast. Opinions like assholes. Everyone got one. So I invite you. I welcome you to hear mine. I'm your host, Willie A. Prather, your lone asshole for today, you dig? But we're gonna jump into it. I'm talking about the what just happened over this weekend, NBA All-Star weekend, right? I'm gonna jump into that. I'm gonna give my 2 cents on it, not necessarily, the winners and the losers, even though that may come up. But I'm gonna give my 2 cents. You understand? My opinion, my asshole opinion. Which a lot of times is based upon facts, but that's besides the point. So we're gonna go All-Star weekend, Friday night, celebrity game. Me personally, I haven't seen a celebrity game in God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? It was one of my favorites. I remember back in the day they had the courts. It was like real high and shit, and they had to try to throw it way up there, and it was like extra points and everything like that. But yeah, it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? I catch glimpses of them, but it's been a minute since I actually sat down and watched a full celebrity game. And this one I didn't see any of. I seen some highlights, in this digital world that we live in. But I seen some highlights like right as the shit was happening or whatever. I seen DK Metcalf, wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks of the NFL. See, he won MVP for that game. And then I don't know if it was true or not. But then I saw something that the NFL reached out to him the next day, asking for him to take a drug test, you know what I'm saying, for steroids, PEDs, PESs. And I'm like, whoa, you understand me? I'm like, whoa, that's how they go though, that's how they go. But I don't know if that's true, but just thought that was interesting, you know what I'm saying? The man come and do a few dunks and shit, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden he gotta get tested for drugs, for steroids, or enhancement drugs that physically should make him stronger or better and everything like that, what have you. Like the dude ain't an elite athlete in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I was watching back in the day, they had Dion, well, we know Barry Bonds started juicing like a motherfucker. But anyway, let me retract that. We don't know that. Many suspect that Barry Bonds was juicing like a motherfucker, but it's been speculated that he has, right? But they had Dion, they had Barry Bonds, they had Michael Irvin. Mike was on that other enhancement shit. Mike was on that crack rocket shit. It's like that. But yeah, though. But they was dunking. You know what I'm saying? They was dunking in a celebrity all-star dunk contest or whatever. They was dunking. So it's no surprise that athletes, regardless of the sport that they playing, is able to do athletic things like maybe dunk a basketball. But anyway, they asked the man, supposedly, because I don't know if it's true, to take a drug test. So we're going to jump over to Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? I watched Saturday night. I watched Saturday night. The skill challenge I really liked, actually. I didn't like how they all sucked for the most part, and they couldn't hit a jumper. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get the ball being passed through the targets and everything like that, and they was confused or where to go in the obstacle course and everything like that, because we are talking about professional athletes here. We are talking about NBA professional athletes. And the skills, I don't know where they are. Sometimes these days, like these young men are extremely athletic, extremely talented, but the skill set, I don't know, man. That's like somebody recently said something like, who was it? You guys, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, or hit me when I don't know. Hit me when I don't know. But somebody recently said something like, the athletes, the young men, they come to us with tremendous, abilities, but they have to actually learn the game of basketball. And, that's what I see a lot of. But I thought that the skill challenge was good. I like how they extended it and they added more to it and they put more rounds and everything. So I like the overall structure of it. I really was impressed. The slam dunk contest. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have stayed with me. But the slam dunk contest. So you had my man Mac Mick or Mac MC Those my nickname, you know what I'm saying, that I come up with. But Mac McClung, just dominated for the most part. Even though just dominated for the most part. I'm gonna stay on Mac for a minute because for the most part, he really just dominated. He just put together a phenomenal performance, and that's what we should expect. We should expect phenomenal performance from phenomenal athletes that get paid to do phenomenal things. Even though it becomes so ordinary, we live in a world where shit is extraordinary things are being classified as ordinary things, and people who are magnificent are kind of being, downplayed and shitted on a little bit because the accessibility to intel is everywhere, it's out here. You understand what I'm saying? So it gets unappreciated a little bit. But Mac did excellent, you know what I'm saying? He did excellent. Like the dunks that he did, how he executed them on the first try, how he jumped over two of them, got one dude on holding cuz, and he jumped over, got the ball, and then he smacked it, Jay, and then he hit it. You understand me? I'm like, oh, go ahead, Mac. And then when he got off the tray, he's like, don't touch me. I'm too hot. Don't touch me. But I think he was just trying to be respectful. But at the same time, he's like, I'm too hot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas may rub off for me. I'm going to show y'all something right quick. But yeah, So I think Mac killed it. I do think dude who tried to pay homage to the Vince Carter dunks, I thought that was dope too. You know what I'm saying? I think he missed his mark just a tad bit on both of them. But I think that was dope. I think that it takes a lot. People don't understand athletic. The vertical jump, you know what I'm saying? Like it takes to do what he did, regardless of his height. I know he had to be like 6'8" or better. He looked 6'8" or better, if not 6'11", but I really don't know because I didn't know none of them besides Mac Mick. You understand? That's the only person I knew coming into that drink was Mac Mick. And I seen Kenyon Martin Jr. on the lineup, so I said, okay, I know Kenyon Martin. If you're a junior, that's the Kenyon Martin so I know Kenyon Martin Jr., but I don't know him as far as his play go, So anyway, I know Mac Mick been getting this thing for a minute. But anyway, so I thought that was dope. I think that other kid that was in the finals with Mac Mick, I can't really remember his dunks. So I can't even say like he did something because I can't really remember his dunks. And then so Mac come out with the first dunk, bang, bang, right? And then he come out, what did he do? He come out the second joint. Oh man, when he come out with the second joint? Is that the 540? What is that? 360, 180, 460. Is that the 540? But he come up with the 540, two hands, you know what I'm saying? Looks so pretty. This, you can see it, poetry in motion, quick motion though, quick motion. His fluidness was just, the shit was incredible. To tell you the honest God truth, the shit was incredible. Damn, Mac, how I forget your dunks, you know what I'm saying? If I would go back but like I said, my quick 2 cents in it. But Mac, I know he hit the 540, he hit the off the glass and behind his head over two people. Oh man, y'all tell me what dunk I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what dunk I'm missing. But like I said, he did excellent. What I will say to that is there's always exception to the rules. So when we're going back to that white man can't jump thing and everybody is kind of like trying to point Mac Mick as like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, but this white savior, the slam dunk contest, I'm like, there's always exceptions to the rules. And typically, that's not the exception, or that's not the rule. So there's always exceptions to the rule. And like I said, Mac McClung been getting this thing for a minute. He been getting this thing for a minute as far as that dunking shit goes. You know what I'm saying? His highlight reel is incredible. His actual skill set and everything like that. Like I said, I watched him. He nice, very aggressive when he wants to be, but yeah, I ain't gonna get into all that. But like I said, I really thought that he did excellent. I really thought that he deserved all the praise and accolades that he's gonna receive because he did that. Like without a doubt, he did that. He put on a performance that we don't get consistently, especially when it comes to this slam dunk contest. So since I'm on there, stay there, and I skipped over the 3-point contest, I go back there. So I just think that we need to bring the athletes that's known to do special things, man. You know what I'm saying? The top tier athletes, you know. Everybody want to see Ja. Everybody want to see Edward. You know, everybody been want to see LeBron. You know, there's plenty. You know, Gordon, what I said, there's plenty. Just bring forth the best that there is to offer instead of, you know, just bringing forth individuals who may want to do it, but at the same time, you know, like bring forth. I don't understand where the NBA is going or professional sports altogether is going with this, like, you know, coddling shit. This whole, like, you know, we're going to give you second tier instead of, you know, A1 first tier talent because we want to protect that A1 first tier talent. And it's just like I said, I've been jumping around a little bit in the All-Star weekend and losing a little structure of how it happened and how I was going to play. But in the All-Star game, LeBron off of, you know, they was out there, like the coach said, the shit was awful. But they was out there off some practice shit, man. They was out there off some, like, you know, Harlem Globetrotters probably play better or put on a better defensive or believable show than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only people that I really think, I ain't going to say that, but I am going to say it because I already started to say it, but the only people I really think that they impressed or behooved was children, you know what I'm saying, individuals who couldn't quite have the understanding, like, oh, okay, they just out here dunking and shooting threes and they're letting them go by. Oh, you look like he's playing defense, we just let him walk by. Oh, look at that magnificent dunk. Oh, he just let him come right through the lane. And just like, show me something, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. Don't get me wrong. I want to see the excitement, but I want to see it done, you know, naturally. Let it happen. You know what I'm saying? All this so generic shit that y'all just out here, like, even with the whole supposed to be on the spot picking the teams and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. If y'all gonna do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand it. But that's what I'm saying, sidetrack. I get sidetracked a lot, but that's who I am and what I do, baby. But I'm going to get back to it. LeBron, when he went out for one of those dunks or to get the alley-oop and his finger got caught in the hoop, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If something going to happen, it's going to happen. So when y'all out here just like, ooh, don't touch me. Ooh, let me get through it. Ooh, let me be a bitch instead of being a professional. Let me be a bitch and just go, ooh, I know, I don't want to because like, this may happen or that may happen and I may not get paid. Well, y'all motherfuckers already paid. Like, it's just, and that aspect we need to fix. I'm not going to sit here and coon with these motherfucking coons and say that, you know, that the athletes need to, like, get back in their place and don't ask for trades and shit like that, and because they'd be traded in a heartbeat without being told or you know, not negotiated, but what's the word I'm looking for? But involved in the situation, you know, so they get traded off and it's okay for them to get treated like shit, but with the moment they say, hey, look, I'm not happy in a situation where I feel like shit, or I've been treated like shit, or I'm doing shit, so it's like, let me go somewhere else. And if they are able to demand that because they're good, then I think they should be able to do it. Like I said, there's always exception to the rules. You understand what I'm saying? That's just like, as unfortunate as it is, I say GP son, you know what I'm saying? They said they was forcing him to play, shoot him up like, what's that joint that they first did it on? Was it Varsity Blues? I think it was Big Dude when I first started saying that shit, but they've been doing that shit forever. But they was shooting them up, go out there and play. We know you ain't here, but we need you out there, and you ain't good enough to tell us no. So it's not like everybody has the power to tell them no. So to sit here and try to act like those who actually have it should relinquish it is astounding to me. Absolutely idiotic to me. You understand me? Because that's the problem where I'm at right now in this whole society. You know what I'm saying? I know I started with the all-style, but you know, I'm always, if you know me, I'm going to branch off, I'm going to break off, and I'm going to get to some really nitty-gritty shit. But that's where I'm at with society, man. Like, we at a point where we really should be evolving. I know after evolving, we only can devolve, but I know that is a process of of whatever you want to call it, natural selection, habitation, living, universal cycle, whatever. I understand that. But we at a time where we actually should be growing. We going backwards, man. I'm talking about a whole lot of fuck shit that we going backwards on that I'm not going to jump into right now, but I will touch on. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with incredible violence, gun violence in high schools and good neighborhoods, man. And I'm dealing with incredible racism, apparently, that I just have been notified of. And it's just, how we go backwards? How are these things a problem for our youth today after all that we've been through with them throughout the history of our time? And I'm talking about recent history of time. I don't get it. But once again, I don't know how it got to us devolving instead of evolving or going backwards, but that's where we at. But, close out, because I actually do want to touch on something. So I think McClung did great. I think the 3-point contest was good. It's always entertaining. I think they had a decent 3-point shooters out there. I don't know if they had the best out there, especially at the moment in time. I think the inconsistency a lot. You had that one kid, he shot like 31, 32 his first round, and then he turned around and he shoot like under 20 or just around 20. So it's very inconsistent at times, but, I do think it was entertaining, like it always is. It's entertaining. It's very usually competitive because it's one of those things you out there. They you know what I'm saying. They shooting, they stroking, they try and get it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's usually competitive, and they usually actually want to win. So I don't really ever have any complaints with the 3-point contest. Jump into the game, the actual game. Actual bullcrap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna waste my shit on it, because that's how bull crap it was. It wasn't even bull, it was bull crap. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But what I did like was, because like I was mentioning before, even when I was at my stepdaughter's dance competition this weekend, like it's been happening, but I'm seeing it more and more, and I'm not trying to be funny. There's a revolution. There's a cultural revolution going on in our world, especially in American society. But there's a cultural revolution going on, and we like to call it the culture. But like my man Eddie Murphy said on, I think it's Them People is what it's called. I get confused, but like my man Eddie Murphy said, like, what culture? You mean black culture? Because when we say culture and we just leave it at culture, I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, y'all talking about black culture. You're talking about emulating, imitating, and taking from black culture like the world has historically, anciently done since the beginning of time. So it's nothing new. But like I said, things happen in cycles, and we're back, like I said, at this cultural revolution. And I bring that up to say, everybody was trying, or in my eyes, and I'm not saying that don't celebrate, celebrate, because in this day and time, it is kind of like, as Caucasians, white people, Europeans, I don't know, whatever you prefer to be called, to keep it, a buck and no disrespect, like I said, the white boy did his thing, but I don't want people to hold the white boy up like some white Jesus savior of the NBA and the NBA dunk contest and everything like that, because it's been getting put down, and not put down, but put on. Folks been doing their thing for a long time. But to get back to what I was saying, at my stepdaughter's dance competition, I see that that's the culture. That is the mannerism, that is the demeanor, that is the energy of today's society. It is infused with black culture and black influences, without a doubt. Like the movements of white people this day and time, it is evolutionary. You dig what I'm saying? It is evolutionary. So you can deny it or try to debate it all you want, but it is what it is, and it goes way deeper, and I'm not going to go that deep into it right now. But the halftime show, you understand me, with Burna Boy, and I don't know the beautiful African, or I don't know her. I don't know the beautiful black Nubian queen that was up there as well. But Burna Boy, I love that they took it back to the roots of where all the influences is coming from, because I see it everywhere I look, everything that I hear, everything that I feel. I see the black culture, the black influence, and I'm glad they took it back to the motherland. I really am, because it was very fitting. Whoever put that together, I don't know if that was a mindset that they was thinking and they saw all that come together like that, and they said, we're going to bring it back to the motherland, to the essence, to the origin of where everything comes from, even if we try to deny it. So I'm very happy for that. I am. I truly am. And there's another Asshole podcast. I'm going to go back a little bit into a previous episode that I did where I talked about black foreigners and everything of that nature, because most of our influences is black American. But I'm glad to see that the motherland, the origin, like I said, the Afro beat, and like I tell my wife and everything, she's from her origins, some of her roots stem from Trinidad. Her folks are from Trinidad. So, you know, that soca and calypso I've been really kind of like introduced to even more. But I've been saying that is popping right now. That is a wave, and I'm glad to see that wave. I really am. But I just mentioned that to say that there was a time where black foreigners were not proud to even admit that they were foreigners. So, once again, we're going to get back into the whole influence of black America. Deuces. Asshole podcast, depending like assholes, everyone got one. So I thank you for hearing mine.